walkway dressed down in a braid. Brothers with their afros taking center stage, watching as this culture slowly comes of age, with a mind of its own, yeah. Mothers out in the yard hanging up her clothes, fathers playing with the kids, keeping them on the go. Neighborhoods beating on the heart of its soul, and that's where my feelings live. 'Cause I love my people, the way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Said I love my people. I love. Soul from the stove straight to the kitchen table. My heart's full of love, spirits in the flow, and I'm loving my people. Teachers off in the classroom giving up the love, supported by that mom and dad who want that special touch. Little acts of kindness prove to mean so much when we give what we know. Kitchen pots are banging, smell of soul food fills the air. You walk past the neighbor's house wishing you had dinner there. Better times for living when people seem to care about that place where they grow. That's why I love my people, the way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Said I love my people. I love. Soul from the stove straight to the kitchen table. My heart's full of love, spirits in the flow, and I'm loving my people. Folks gather at the church early Sunday morn, openly they sing and praise, and gospel music's born. God gave us love enough with spirits free to run. Why can't we learn to love ourselves like we're the chosen ones? Call me, let me know how your life is doing good. Tell me how the blessings flow through the neighborhood. Share with me that time of feelings understood, in that place we call home. 'Cause I love my people, the way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Say that I'm loving mine. I love. Soul from the stove straight to the kitchen table. My heart's full of love, spirits in the flow, and I'm loving my people. Said I love my people. I love the way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Say that I'm loving mine. I love. Soul from the stove straight to the kitchen table. Can't nobody do it like us now. I'm loving my people. Say that I'm loving mine. I love. I'm loving my people. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us.
Hi, my name is Felicia Morris, aka The Poetess, and welcome to Morris Media Studios. We are a podcast and voiceover studio located in the heart of the historic Leimert Park, Crenshaw area of Los Angeles. Our creative space offers aspiring podcasters and professional voice actors a fully equipped studio. We are happy to give voice to our community by offering a platform to distribute helpful information that informs, inspires, and educates by way of podcasting or recording audiobooks for its readers. To learn more about Morris Media Studios, follow us at Morris Media Studios or visit our website at morrismediastudios.com.
What is this?
Oh man, I wonder if I'm supposed to have my old hag wig on or something.
Do you need fabrics? We have all sorts. Supreme Wax, Kente, Jewel, Obama, Osikani, and many more. Wholesale and retail available. Contact Gold Coast International Imports. In the Inland Empire, call 310-925-2948. In Los Angeles, call 2. Do you need fabrics? We have all sorts.
You know how to give it to
Supreme Wax, Kente, Jewel, Obama, Osikani, and many more. Wholesale and retail available. Contact Gold Coast International Imports. In the Inland Empire, call 310-925-2948. In Los Angeles, call 213-344-8594. Looking forward to doing business with you.
I want everybody to take their hands and do like this on their chest. Take a nice breath in. Let it out. And another nice breath in. Let it out. Come down towards the belly just a little bit, but it's right about there. Nice inhale in. Exhale out. And then just go to whatever area you want on the chest, up and down, right in this area, just nice little taps. Yeah. Nice inhale in. Exhale out. Now to feel it, you gotta do it, right? So I want you to really just take time to do it, right? Really be mindful about it. If you take a nice inhale in, exhale out. Come down on the legs a little bit, back the legs, sideways, back, wherever you get to, just tackle. Nice inhale in, exhale out. And then just anywhere you want right now. Just tap on it, just down that arm, go down that arm. Yeah, real nice and aggressive, but not hard, you know? Tap on it. And I would imagine if you guys are like me, as I'm tapping on it, I feel the areas where I'm tight in my body. Anybody else? Yeah, right? So when we have tightness in our body, let's switch on, we're gonna beat the heck out of that one. So when we got tightness in our body, that means like our muscles are locked up. Keep going, I'm gonna talk, but keep going. That means our muscles and our energy are locked up. There's tension somewhere, right? And if there's tension somewhere, that means that we're holding on to something that is giving us tension. And as we do this, start eating, I think most of us have noticed, you notice the tension slowly going away, right? Yeah. So as that tension slowly goes away because we've hit that muscle and we say, hey, we know you armored up, we know you tired, we know you frustrated, but I'm gonna give you some love and attention. I need you to chill out, man, right? Some of us as kids, we used to get spankings and we felt better afterwards because our parents, you know what I'm saying? You didn't really feel better, but you knew better, you know, afterwards. So it's like, take that time every day, hit those areas on the body that feel tight, and just shake it out, fellas. And that's just one simple, easy exercise, right? Because when I come in here, the other two houses today, they felt like their energy was real down, like, and I get it, right? It can be overwhelming to live in a situation like this that you come out. It's overwhelming. It's a lot to process every day to be in this environment. So even though you're given tools and you're given ways to move out of this environment, it can be overwhelming just to be sitting in it every day, right? So what happens is, since we sit in it every day, and I can see the behavior and the body language when I come in here, y'all like kids that was sitting in school and you don't want to be here. I get that. Don't nobody want to be here, right? Nobody wants to really be here, right? Maybe me. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is that we're here, right? And since we're here, if we can find acceptance with where we're currently at, and then beat out all the tension that we have around it, we can get a fresh outlook and feel on things, right? And that's what it's about. It's about having a fresh outlook and a feel on things, because we get to change the way we look at things so that we can see things differently. Now, I can have to say that most of y'all don't want to get up and see this the same way every day, right? Right? You want to get up and look at this in a different way. But the only way to get up and feel and see this in a different way is to get rid of how you currently feel about it. And how you currently feel about it, you tight, you tense, you angry, you frustrated, you sad. It's okay. It's okay to be sad. When I just had us tapping right here on this part of our body, it's because our lungs are right here. And our lungs are where we bring energy down into the body and we let it up and out. But too often, especially as men that may be less fortunate or fall under certain circumstances and things of that sort, there's things that we suppress and we keep down. So when we're breathing things in, we actually not letting them out. And you can see it in our behavior, because we just sit there like, I'm gonna hold on to this feeling, dog. This feeling, I don't feel that good, but it's better than that shit over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at me. I'm not even articulating anything or saying anything of importance. And I don't know what y'all from, but I'm from a spiritual and religious background. And God said, He spoke, and there was light. Those ain't no words, so what are you creating? But the minute you beat it out, you know what, man? I'm tired of this shit. This place sucks. I don't really like being here. But you know what? I am here, and they do have some tools and some ways for me to get through things. So what am I going to do today to start moving towards them so I can get out of the place that I don't want to be in? But that's a decision that we all get to make. Now, when I look at these houses, I kind of look at energy, right? And the energy of these houses is like the houses that we grew up in. They had a mother and a father. They had an authority figure over you that said, go to bed at this time, eat at this time, do this at that time, do this, do that. And you know what, that shit get old, man. Even as a kid, you didn't like it. And now we some grown-ass adults and men, and you back in a situation where someone's telling you how to live your life, because maybe whatever the choices you made up until this point led you back here. So you get to be in acceptance of how you got back into the house with mom and dad, right? But mom and dad was there to support. And everything that they gave you was in order for you to grow and get out of the house. They didn't want your ass in the house either. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I got 2 kids right now, 4 and 3 months. I'm still looking forward to the day when I get more time with my lady. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure all of y'all have something else that you want to spend more time with. But as long as you're under your parents' roof and you living by their rules, you got to do what you got to do in that house in order to get out. But the beautiful thing is you got support. You got love. You got dedication. You got people that show up for you every day to help you in that process. But all they can do is help and support. You have to take the steps every day. You have to notice how you look. You got to beat out all the things that's bothering you so you can get a fresh outlook and look different. And guess what? Just like when you was a kid, you wasn't born and came out, and then when you turn 1, move out the house. It was probably 16, 17 years before some of us got out. 18, right? So, and I say that because we got to put perspective on everything. Everything is possible, right? But you're not getting out of here tomorrow. You may not be getting out of here next week. But when you don't take the steps right now today, that time you're getting out of here is even longer. Even longer. And if you're okay with that, that's cool. I mean, sometimes I like sitting back and doing nothing. It's good, but it do get old. Yeah. Because I just mentioned I don't have control when I do nothing. Everybody else got control over me, and I want control over me. Because that's what God gave me. That's what life gave me. He gave me the ability to will and do things on my own, just like he gave each and every one of y'all. So when y'all come in here with me weekly, and I share different exercises with you, that's for me to share with you now and for you to do when I leave. If you don't do it when I leave, I'm going to come back each time and see the same look on your face I see every time I come in here. I'm here to coach, right? When Kobe wasn't getting coached by his coach, was he still out there practicing?
Yeah.
Did we look at him like he was the greatest of all times? Yeah. Okay, point closed. He took what he got from his coach, from his mentors, from the people that supported him, and when they weren't there, he did it on his own. So if we're not here doing work on our own, fellas, and I'm not beating you up, I'm telling you the same thing I do for myself. I do this work every day. Every day, every day. Because I don't go back to being under my mama's house, under my parents' rules, under a prison's rules, under anybody's rules. I want to be my own boss every day. And the only way to be your own boss is to take control of your energy. If some of you were bosses right now, who would want to work for you? If I walked into your establishment, your body, your business right now, and you're like, yo, I got something for you. You're like, man, I don't want what you got. Come on now. You better come at me better than that. You can't do nothing for yourself. How are you going to do something for me? So what I'm saying, fellas, is when we take time to notice into our energy and we get better with it every day, we become the officials of our energy and we officiate. We don't call the game unjustly, right? Everybody watched the game that was called unjustly, right? And you're like, oh man, he called a foul on my team, and that ain't even happened. But how often are we sitting here all day calling a foul on the situation we're in and not looking at the other side of it? We sitting here officiating and wondering why we sad because we calling the game too far this way of depression, anxiety, and this, that, whatever it is, we still calling it too far this way. Then Coach Rod come in here and I start pointing out all the other ways, right? But I'm just pointing at them. They over there. If y'all don't walk to them, you can't get to them. So then you're going to stay on that side. You're going to stay on the side of an unfair game called life, and every time I look at you, you're going to look like you've been treated unfair and unjust. But you treated yourself that way. Because you didn't give yourself perspective to look at both sides, find balance in it, and move through it. It's a choice, gentlemen. And all of y'all showed up today as a choice to be in front of me, and I appreciate that. And that's why I talk to y'all this way, and this is why I share this way. This is why I created my own business, because I couldn't do this under nobody else's umbrella but my own, because the way that I am, y'all see, if I work for anybody else, they would have fired me by now, the way that I talk and the way that I move. But see, y'all resonate with me because we all from the same place. And this is the way we need to be talked with, and the way we need to be listened to, the way we need to be heard. Professionalism can look any way that you want it to look, fellas. And the reason I bring that up, because I'm sure all of y'all at some point worked for somebody that didn't want to work for them. Now you're in a place you don't want to be. But if you can create what you want, then you live by your own rules. You're your own boss. So now you're going to be the best every day. You're going to officiate and look at both sides. And then the next part is the system, right? The system is your body, right? We just went down the system and we noticed our system. System check, 1, 2, system check, 1, 2. If we got tightness and anxiety here, that system's not operating properly. So how are you going to get anything out of a system that's not operating properly, right? You got to check that system. I'm going to check you, dude. You ain't supposed to be tight no more. Let's get over there. Let's move on. Back in the game, right? When you got hurt in the game in baseball, basketball, with the coach too, slap you on the butt, say, come on, get back up, go do it again. It's no difference, fellas. This is simple. It ain't easy, but it's simple. And I ain't telling y'all anything y'all don't already know. I'm just reiterating it because I feel like we move so far from what it is that we're in a place that we don't want to be in. And if we're in a place we don't want to be in, then we got to look at how we got there and the other things we did when we weren't there before. So all of us at one point in time, right? Y'all had a time and point in your life where you felt like the man, right? Right? Can we reflect back from the age of maybe 5 until maybe 21, and it was a time period where you felt like you was king shit, you was on top of the horse? Anybody ever felt like that? Yeah. You felt like that? Anybody? Anybody had that time? I don't care if you was getting pussy, money, had the best job of your life. I don't care what you was doing. You might have been shooting and robbing people, but did you feel good doing it? That's what I want y'all to do real quick. I want everybody to close their eyes for a moment. And I want you to go back to that place when you felt like the best you, where you felt unstoppable. And don't worry about the circumstances around you feeling that way. Just notice how you was feeling when you was in that moment. And take a nice breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And as you notice that energy and that space in your body where you felt like the shit, you felt on top of the horse, just be with it. Marinate with it. Make love to it. Enjoy it. It's you. You did it. Take another nice deep breath in. And exhale out. And as you all continue to feel into that feeling and build upon that feeling, you're building something and you're expanding upon something. And it's different than what you were expanding and building upon before you walked in here today. And when I walk out of here today, you have the opportunity and the ability to do this every day, all day. And as you do that, you will expand and build upon something that you don't even know what it looks like yet, but it'll look and feel better than what this looks like and feel like. Take a nice deep breath in. And let it on out. And just for a moment, I want everybody to bring all their awareness and attention to the front of their face. With your eyes closed, just notice how your eyes feel. And be gentle with yourself. Notice how the front of your nose feels. And then bring your awareness to your lips and your chin and the front of your ears. And just really don't control the energy, but notice the energy in the front of your face. And as you notice it, notice how you're currently holding your outlook on life. Don't judge it. Just be aware of how you're holding it. Because from awareness, we automatically want to change if it's something we don't like or we don't want to do. So feel into the front of the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the chin, the cheek. And just notice how you're holding the energy in the front of your face. As you take a nice inhale in, and exhale out. Now bring that awareness to the front of your chest. Bring that awareness down to your torso and midsection. Bring it down to the tops of your legs, down past the knees and the shins, all the way down to the tops of the feet. As you take a nice inhale in, and exhale out. Now we're going to bring our attention to the back of the body. And let's notice the back of our head, the back of our neck, and the back of our shoulders. Because if anybody got your back, it's you. But in order to have your back, you got to bring awareness and attention to it. And as you do that, and you feel where you feel tense, you feel uncomfortable, take a nice breath into that. And let it out nice and slow. And just like our first black president, Obama, you just noticed some change, man. Because I know it was a little tight, and it's a little bit looser now, and it still might be a little tight, but it's still work to do, even after that man left, right? Even after I leave, there's still work to do, fellas. Move that energy down the spine, nice and slow. So you get all the way down to the bottom of the tailbone, go through the back of the legs, right down the back of the thighs, down past the calves, and move that awareness and attention all the way to the back of the heels. As you take a nice inhale in through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Bringing all that awareness and attention to notice from the back of the head, all the way down to the bottoms and the backs of your feet. Next, we're going to bring our awareness and attention to the top of our head. And just notice what the top of your head feels like. I know when I get angry and upset, even on football, you take that helmet off, you got that steam coming off. We keep that steam inside, it holds a place in our body, and we don't have as much space and body in ourselves to move around. So notice and let that steam, let any anger, any hatred, any feelings you don't want. Notice how they just rise and move out the top of your head as you just bring awareness and attention to the top of your head. Taking a nice inhale in and exhale out. Bringing that attention and awareness now to the bottoms of your feet. Notice what the bottoms of the feet feel like. You walk on them every day and may not give them the attention or the gratitude for carrying you through this situation we call life. But as you feel from the back of your heels all the way to the front of your toes, your body learns to appreciate you for giving back to you for giving you so much. And it's as simple as attention, as awareness. Nice deep breath in and let it out. And then just bring your awareness back up to your chest, to your heart area. And we're going to finish up here today as we just notice how our heart feels. I remember when I was in school, we used to pledge allegiance to the flag and put our hand over our heart. And I might not already agree with what we were saying as we were saying it, but what I can agree with is that we were giving attention to a place within inside ourselves that created ourselves, our heart. Without your heart, your liver don't exist, your spleen don't exist. The blood can't pump through your body without the heart. So when you take time right now as we finish up the day and give time and honor and space to the one thing that provides you breath and moves you throughout this day, you're going to automatically feel better because you gave yourself today, fellas. Nice deep inhale in through the nose and exhale through the mouth as you just notice and feel. Last nice deep breath in and let it out. Slowly opening the eyes, feeling your shirt, on your pants. We just did some deep internal work, fellas. And just like I always express to y'all, the world is about yin and yang. It's about in and out. It's about your back, your front, the top of your head, the bottom of your feet. We live in a dualistic world. So when you open your eyes right now, you're coming back to this reality. But you just had practice and you just got skillful on going inside. This is like martial arts, right? Y'all remember when you were kids, you wanted to learn martial arts so you could defend yourself if somebody came up against you. This is internal martial arts, so you can defend yourself against yourself. Because we can and will be our worst enemies if we don't develop skills in order to understand how we move and why we move. So don't be your own enemy anymore, fellas. Take control of your energy. Take 5-10 minutes a day and just do some of these practices I'm sharing with you. When I come back next week, I'd like for you to have a different outlook, a different way of looking at things. And I appreciate you all for letting me come in here and speak to you this way and share. Thank you. Like I said, I'm Coach Rob. I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to see y'all next week, all right? All right. Take care, guys. You're welcome.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, a lot going on here. Oh, take my phone away from the computer. Hi, everybody. This is my first time in this studio, and something is happening. Jamie, take this one. Okay, why am I seeing that? Oh my God. Okay, turn her off or go out. I don't know why you can't see me. Oh my God.
I don't know.
Which one are you on, LeBron? Hello, can you see me? LeBron? I can't see.
I don't know how you do that.
Oh my God, this is crazy, everyone. Help me. Help me. Okay, I'll go to my
Crystal, we can't
regular
hear you.
thing, which is generally what I do, my show here. So, as I'm looking crazy, I see me. I got two things going on. LeBron, well, I'll say welcome to Flow City Tour, Flow City Telethon, a moment with Crystal. I am delighted to be here. I'm excited about being in Las Vegas, and I am working on this new opportunity to do my show from here. Because if we want to elevate, we have to step up to higher places. So, how are you doing? Welcome. Today is Thursday, March 31st, 2022, and I am Crystal Davis Wells, live in Las Vegas, Nevada, in a beautiful studio here. And I want to thank Ms. Jamie for allowing me to be here today and doing my makeup. How do I look today, you all? Generally, you haven't seen me look like this live in a long time. I guarantee you that. I haven't seen me look like this either. And as I listened to Coach Rob, he was talking about healing yourself, helping yourself be the better you, because it's inside waiting to come out. So I'm thankful you see it just as it is. We have oops, mistakes. I wasn't ready. Oh, wow, all of that stuff. But the main thing is don't stop, don't give up, keep going. Now I'm looking at that one and I can see you there too. So, no, but then as soon as we do that, I can't see anymore. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna keep. LeBron, tell me what it sounds like over there.
Hey, Crystal. I guess that's great.
Is
There's a
it
little
feeding back?
feedback, but I mean, you can't really hear it. So, because there was a little feedback earlier, right before you
Okay,
came
I'm
on.
trying to figure out why the cameras in front of me is capturing me. I want to take this phone away, but that is not what I'm seeing on my camera on my thing here. So can
Because you
you
got two things going on, so you gotta choose one.
Close your phone completely.
so if I close my phone off, is this gonna show? Where is this right here? This one right here.
You need to draw.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's the
God.
camera you want to see, that everybody needs to see.
That's the one right there.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
camera that
good.
everybody needs to see.
Okay, how did that? That's what I need right there, Laurent. Thank you so much.
Of course,
You
I
can turn
got
it
you.
up. Okay. Stop video. Okay. Oh, was that wrong? LeBron, give me the other one. Put me on the other camera, LeBron.
You're on the camera. This
Okay,
camera
there
right.
it is. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the camera. I'm gonna put this other one in the waiting room. We're good.
Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to get it together. But I want you all to know I am in Las Vegas, and our engineer, LaRon Davison, is in Las Vegas, Nevada. Can you hear me, LaRon?
I can hear you loud and clearly, Crystal.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you so very much. So everybody, again, I'll say welcome to A Moment with Crystal. This is our Flow City Telethon. And what we're seeking to do is draw awareness, meaning get your attention and give you some facts on what's happening in today's society that you could be missing. So we have artists, entrepreneurs, families, and prisoners that are not being heard, they're not being seen, and they're not being supported. So our goal is to bring light to them, allow them to tell their story, allow the artists to grow in a way that they haven't been able to grow, allow them to flow, sailing and soaring to higher heights. That's our job. When you are an elder, you are to give way and give platform to the younger ones, to the younger generation. I'm considered an elder in my own self, my own mind. I'm a grandmother. So it's my time to give platform to my children and my children's children who are artists, who are entrepreneurs. I thank the Most High Yah that they're not prisoners, but sometimes we can be prisoners in our own mind, prisoners inside of our own body, trapped in the streets, trapped in the house, trapped in the mental state of being. And that's what we seek to do. Free ourselves. How do you free yourself? As Coach Rob was saying, you have to speak it. You have to begin to see it. And then you have to begin to do it. And on behalf of all of you who are listening, you may not feel the same thing, but you may feel a little bit like, yeah, I've been hiding certain skills, certain gifts, certain talents, but it's time for the gifts and the talents to free themselves and go forth, because that's what the nation needs. The nation needs to be healed. The nation needs pure artistry, creative artistry to come forth and flower our communities. The nation needs pure healing music to come and heal the vibration of the earth. The nation needs entrepreneurs that have love in their heart for mankind and will go out of their way to make sure that what they have put together in an entrepreneurial package is reaching the needs of those who have that need, who are suffering. Entrepreneurs really are the ones who change the world because they don't really have the systematic structure embedded in their life. They have a spiritually empowered, God-given structure that is seeking to come out and be received and be spread around. So it is our job as the elders to give voice to the children, to give voice to those who have been seeking to get their creativity out, because that's what's going to change the world, change the world. So earlier, we were listening to the drumming of the body. It's the body drum. It's waking up the lungs, waking up the heart. And now we have to wake our bodies up to get ready. It's 2022. Are you really ready for this? Are you really ready for this? Because it's a flow of music. It's a flow of art. And it's a flow of telling your story that's gonna really change and manifest a better way and a newness of life. So that song that played earlier, the video, Loving My People, I love that song. Gary Taylor did that song some years ago, but that's the scope we have to come up with. Love. We have to see through love. We have to understand. If we don't see through love, we're seeing through what? I don't even want to say. But what compares to love? Joy. So see through joy. See through peace. So the eye must have love. And a single eye is an eye that is full of light. So it'll bring enlightenment. It'll bring joy whenever you speak and see from that place. So without any further ado, I'm going to go and play a little music that brings me joy, that brings me excitement. Okay? So let's see what I can do. And y'all know I'm a church musician. Jordan! keep ringing in my soul. Joy bells keep ringing in my soul. Joy bells, joy bells, joy bells keep ringing in my soul. Joy bells keep ringing in my soul. Joy bells keep ringing in my soul. Joy bells, joy bells keep ringing in my soul. Hallelujah keeps ringing in my soul. Hallelujah keeps ringing in my soul. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah keeps ringing in my soul. Yes, Lord keeps ringing in my soul. Yes, Lord keeps ringing in my soul. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord keeps ringing in my soul. My soul says yes to your will. My soul says yes to your will. My soul says yes, Lord. My soul says yes, Lord. My soul says yes to your will. Yes, Lord, keep ringing in my soul. Yes, Lord, keep ringing in my soul. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, keep ringing in my soul. Have your way, keep ringing in my soul. Have your way, keep ringing in my soul. Have your way, each and every day. Have your way, keep ringing in my soul. Yes, Lord, keep ringing in my soul. Yes, Lord, keep ringing in my soul. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, keep ringing in my soul. In my soul. Yes, we say yes to the Lord, yes to his will, because joy comes from our strength in the Lord. When you know that you are strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, you can have joy at the drop of a dime. Even when there's sadness around, you'll think about what the Lord has done. And you'll think about, hey, ain't no sense in me being sad. Because I know without the Lord our God, you're going to have a lot of things that's not good. Without God, I can do nothing. Without the say it godly, giving of ourselves and our substance. It's what the Lord expects you to do. In the name of the Lord, give what you have received. Give because you are free. I say that to say this. It's time for us to start giving to our artists. They have called them many years struggling artists. They can't seem to get their studio time paid for, can't seem to get new canvas or new paint, can't even seem to have a place or roof over their head so they can be free to create. So it's time for us to find artists, seek out the artist. Artists are in our families. Sometimes we don't pay attention to them, we call them crazy. Always trying to do something, create a song, or hey, look at me dance, But that's a gift in them that needs to be nurtured and taken care of. So we need to honor our artists, honor our creative beings. We need to not only honor them, we need to give until they're able to take what they have been given and make something better. Because we also teach when we give, because we teach how to not only receive, but how to multiply. So when you give somebody something, give them a little word of encouragement on how to use it. Now, I know I've heard people say when they'll give somebody something on the streets, people asking for something, can I have something? Not necessarily talking about that. But when we give somebody something, we want to say, listen, this is how you use this. This is how you can make better out of this. So this is what we seek to do. Teach you how to receive, how to create a better platform for yourself so you can sustain yourself. Some people need to be packaged in their gifts and talents. Some people just need to be supported with a little information. So whatever their position is, if you're in a position to give, make sure you're teaching them how to multiply it. Make sure you're sharing your knowledge on how to open up an opportunity to go out and get more, meaning another job or jobs. People hire artists. They hire them. Sometimes people are not feeling all like, oh, I don't know, I'm not, but you encourage them to say, you're good. And I'm going to help you find some business. I'm going to help you find some clients. That's sometimes what an artist needs. Families that have artists. It's not that they're always saying, begging, give me, give me, give me. I don't have nothing to eat and I don't have this, that, and the other. But they're saying, give me some time and some attention so I can share with you what's going on inside of my head. You can help me put it on paper and then we can walk it out and I can be successful. That's what an artist wants to be. They want to be supported. They want to be helped. They want to become successful. They may not know how to ask for it. We got to look beyond all of the faults that we see and begin to just share. I see what you need. I see what you need. I see what you need. Come on, let's sit down and let's get it together. This is our moment, our
Gotcha.
LaRon, are they seeing that what I see on the screen? I tell you, we're having a ball here, y'all. So just stay tuned and we'll be right back, all right? Thank you.
Sister coming up the walkway dressed down in a braids. Brothers with their afros taking center stage. Watching as this culture slowly comes of age. With a mind of its own, yeah. Mothers out in the yard hanging up her clothes. Fathers playing with the kids, keeping them on the go. Neighborhoods beating on the heart of its soul. And that's where my feelings live. 'Cause I love my people. The way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Said I love my people. I love. Soul from the stove, straight to the kitchen table. My heart's full of love, spirits in the flow. And I'm loving my people. Teachers off in the classroom giving up the love. Supported by that mom and dad who want that special touch. Little acts of kindness prove to mean so much. When we give what we know. Kitchen pots are banging, smell of soul food fills the air. You walk past the neighbor's house wishing you had dinner there. Better times for living when people seem to care about that place where they grow. That's why I love my people. The way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Said I love my people. I love. Soul from the stove, straight to the kitchen table. My heart's full of love, spirits in the flow. And I'm loving my people. Folks gather at the church early Sunday morn. Openly they sing and praise and gospel music's born. God gave us love enough with spirits free to run. Why can't we learn to love ourselves like we're the chosen ones? Call me, let me know how your life is doing good. Tell me how the blessings flow through the neighborhood. Share with me that time of feelings understood. In that place we called home. 'Cause I love my people. The way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. So that I'm loving mine. I love. Soul from the stove, straight to the kitchen table. My heart's full of love, spirits in the flow. And I'm loving my people. Said I love my people. I love. The way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Say that I'm loving my to the kitchen table. Can't nobody do it like us now. I'm loving my people. Say that I'm loving I'm loving my people. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no.
Okay. Everyone, again, I want to thank you for tuning in and just kind of paying attention to what we're doing. This is a wonderful space and new place for me to do my show, and I'm going to begin this process on a weekly basis. It's my thought to be here every week now and do my show. Give me that elevation. So the Flow City Project is what we're doing. We've been doing it for a number of years. And the Flow City Project is always seeking to help you and others, families, artists, entrepreneurs. And here recently, we began working with the prisoners. There's a young lady out of Richmond, Virginia. Her name is Krista Ellison. And she works with a group of men that are there, and I think it's called, I want to just say, it starts with a B, but I don't want to call it out, say the wrong word. However, they have a group called Freedom Over Everything, FOE, Freedom Over Everything. And what Freedom Over Everything has done is written a curriculum, a study guide for prisoners that are coming in the system and they find out that they really have no skills. Their reading levels are low, their job skills are low, their self-esteem is low, but they gotta keep that tough boy, tough girl image up. So they act like they got it all together, but on the inside, they're hurting and cracking all up. And it's like, how do you put that back together? So as I said, the elders, we're like the glue, the real Elmer sticky glue that causes things to come together and stick together. You know, when you break a glass, break a cup or something and you want to save it because it's your favorite, or you just don't want to get rid of it, you get some glue. They got Gorilla Glue now, and you put it back together. Some of us need to be put back together again, from the inside to the outside. We need to be put back together again. So the brothers in prison have been training those that have been coming in. When they go out, some of them have gotten jobs, and they don't turn around and go back because they learned something while there from the fellow prisoner that cared. And that's what's happening. Some of these brothers have life and years added on top of that. So they figure, hey, don't give up. I'll help the next one. And that's what they've been doing. So I want to thank Krista and Freedom Over Everything for the work that they've been doing. And so Krista is basically the boots on the ground. And so they have information that can be received. If you'd like more information on Freedom Over Everything, I'd like for you to contact us, 424-393-7251. And I'll get you directed to Krista, and she'll get you directed to whom you need to be directed to help those prisoners. They need funds to produce papers, you know, to hand out. You know, they would love for their curriculum to go into other prison systems as well, where there's none there, where there's no rehabilitation packages to get them ready for the life that they left, but they'll be better when they go back to it. Be better citizens, better providers, because they have better information. So, do a little lift here. Now, our plan of action: produce and distribute 10 artists. So we've been working with artists for a long time, and we've got some good reviews on some of our artists. We also publish and distribute writers. We produce reality shows, entertainment events. I have to read. And we're also branding original product lines. So if you'd like to be a part of the Flow City Project, it's a workshop as well as a showcase. Once you've been trained or skilled, taught on how to use your gifts and how to package it, then it becomes ready for presentation. It becomes ready for distribution. It becomes ready for showcase. If your talent is that you're a singer or actor or dancer, something of that nature, we get you ready for it. That's what's happening. We've been doing this since the 90s. Yes. And it's time to go larger and go outside of the California zone that we've been in. So that's why we're working now with the Richmond, Virginia family there, and we're looking to be there soon. However, we don't want to say a date yet because it's not all, what do you call it? It's not all settled yet. However, we're working to not only go to Richmond with our program, we're planning to go to Baltimore, Maryland. And we've already been to Louisiana, but we have to go back and bring some new things there. So we have Louisiana, Texas. So we just want you all to know, even New York, City Pride Magazine that we have worked with as well, has now joined a partnership with WKOOL Radio, WKOOL Radio, out of New York. So we're bridging gaps. Some gaps are being closed because we have filled it with the goodness, and we have purposed to help our families, artists, entrepreneurs, and prisoners. And some of those are homeless people as well that we've helped. Yes, we've helped. I remember one of the brothers that came back to tell me, what he had gone on to do once leaving our program, and he became a city employee working at a theater downtown in, I think it was Goldsboro, where is that? North Carolina, South Carolina. He went back home. And that's what we helped him to do, helped him to get it together here in Los Angeles, where he became homeless. He left Goldsboro to come here to make it in music. We produced a few songs, we allowed him to produce a few songs and helped him out. And then he was able to get in contact with his family, and he felt better. He felt like a man because he had something that he could show. This is what I did when I went to California. And then he was able to get a one-way ticket and went back home. And he got a job. His mother said, "You can come here, son." I believe he even got married. So these are the things that we seek to do for people that have a need. And if you can't do it for someone that you know in your family, because you feel I've given them time and chance, they still don't get it right, well, do it for somebody that you don't know. And just say, hey, it's on you what you do with what I give you. But if you listen to me, you'll make it better. So, Thursday, which is today, it's about our men. It's the day to support our men. It's the day to encourage and inspire and uplift our men. Educate and do what we can do to make sure our men are strong and they feel that they are the leader and the protector and the provider that they were made to be. So this is what we seek to do today, honor our men. So I'm praying for our men to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Men can't live without women. Woman was created for man. If you can support a man, support a man today. Take him out to lunch, take him out to dinner, take him out for breakfast. Just show him a good time. Let him know you are the reason that we have what we have here. Because on the backs of many men, great things have come on in. Peace and tranquility. We wish you in all of your endeavors to be successful. Anointing. Come upon our men. Anointing. Come. Cover our men. Ooh, I pray each and every day you will find your way to a greater day and success in all you do. Oh, men, like money, makes the world go round. Men know they're a man. Takes the time, takes the chance, even in romance, a man has to believe, has to believe. The man is a leader in his own right. Let the man lead you to what's right. So being a man in a woman's life is sometimes one of the most important things to her. Just like a little daughter, she looks to her dad to fix all of her problems. That's what a woman does. Look to you. We look to you to keep things going for God's people. How do you know? How do you spot them in the crowd? They tell me there's a glow of love. Tell me there's a glow of love. Are you glowing? Are you glowing? So when you're glowing and flowing, you can say, I'm one of God's divine people. So you better fix your face and stop being so mad and evil. Because you're not going to be counted as one of those special people. I wish you grace and mercy. I wish you joy, love divine. I wish you grace and mercy to cover you when you go beyond the line. You don't want to be without protection, spiritual protection. You don't want to be out there left all alone with just you. So I tell you, join up with somebody that you know is a little different. They're not involved with all of the naysaying and all the, you know, how we used to act back in the day when we didn't really have a godly sense of life. Cussed and wronged and fought and always made a problem and an issue out of something. Those are not the people we need to be around. I see you, Lavonda. So we want to be around the people who make us feel good about being who we are. You don't have to put on no facade. You don't have to be somebody else that's not you. You want to be around the people that make you feel the best that you can be at all times. No lions, no backbiters, no stealers. Not the football team. The S-T-E-A-L-E-R. We don't want to be around those people. You want to be around the givers, those who consume love on a daily basis. Eat up love. So when you have time to speak and give, guess what's going to come out? Love. Because you're full of love. Well, it's all about love. Oh, about love. Well, it's all about love. Let's love today.
What'd you say, Crystal?
LaRon, can you hear me? LaRon, can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Crystal?
Yes, I hear you.
What did you say?
LaWanda, is she ready to speak?
Yeah, she's on here. Let me see if she wants to get on.
Hi, Crystal. Girl, you look beautiful and you sound beautiful.
Well, thank you, darling. I appreciate you being here. Guess what I've got?
What?
No, I've got something.
What you got?
This is what I've got.
Oh my goodness. And it's matching your outfit.
This is how to kill your Willie Lynch.
Yeah.
And we've got the lady on the line who wrote this by the name of LaWanda Staten. LaWanda, tell them hi.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. Now, LaWanda and I are junior high school friends. We went to Henry Clay Junior High School back in the day.
Woohoo.
Yes. Now, on the cover, it says, nappy hair, good hair, gender, age, dark skin, light skin, house slave, field slave, economics. That's what it's all about, huh?
That's what it's about.
Now,
Division.
explain this book to us and just give a little report. I was reading some of the names and I saw some names that I'm familiar with. And I was like, this is a great book. We need to take it and record it as an audio booklet because I think it would be a great presentation for our young people to just listen to, and we can put, some acting or video with it too. What do you think?
I think so too, because in light of everything that's going on, especially with this recent slap, Willie Lynch, he devised a plan to control us back in slavery over 400 years ago. And he said, once he put it into effect, it will self-perpetuate. And it is self-perpetuating. Anything, he starts from the letter A. He said, any differences that you can find between the slaves, you highlight them, and it will self-perpetuate, and it has. Just like with this Will Smith and Chris Rock, it's division amongst ourselves. And any way that they can do it, that he said that you can do it, do it. And we don't see it so much now as with the house slave and the field slave, but we see it with economics. We see the difference with sororities and fraternities. Not so much with the skin color like it used to be, but we still have a lot of the dark skin and light skin Willie Lynches. And until we come together as a people and realize who we really are, we are going to continue to destroy each other. I mean, you see, it's in the news, all over the news right now. Two brothers, famous brothers, and they aired, the dirty laundry aired in front of millions, which they always think that's how we are. That's what made me write the book, because all my white friends used to say, why is your race the only race that has so much dissension? And I just started doing research and started talking to people. And it was a Muslim brother who turned me on to the Willie Lynch letter. And after I read it, I said, oh my goodness, I know I've lived it. I know you've lived it, Crystal. And it's time for us my book gives an antidote, and it's time for us to come together as one. Because, when you have division, you can take people out. But if you have that unity, it's a lot harder to take people out.
So the thing we must do is what you did a couple of Sundays ago at Raleigh Park.
Mm-hmm.
Love is in need of love.
Of love.
Because it's all about love.
Yes.
Whatever our problems are, in life, it's all about love.
It's all about love.
Because if you love, you're not going to allow any hating words or hating attitudes or any hating remarks, even from your family, to come in and cause division because you love.
Yes.
It happen in a lot of cases. Some couples will leave their families and go off to be somewhere else because they feel that the families don't receive them. They don't understand their decision. Their decision was made based on their love for each other.
Yes.
So when we
Yes.
don't have love for each other, we allow ourselves to be divided. We allow
Yes.
ourselves to be picked off. You understand? Because
Yes.
there's separation there. So there is a need, a strong need for us to do unity festivals, unity events, unity teaching.
Yes.
And it comes from the home, any teachings, it comes from your regular surroundings, wherever you are on a regular basis. It needs to be something there that is either teaching you, telling you, reminding you, showing you,
Yes.
that you must have love and unity to be successful. And because the fact is, even in the industry of entertainment, I've heard people say that they said business and family do not mix. And when you become successful in the industry, they generally they separate them eventually from the family. Now, some moms have been managers, some dads have been managers and try to keep in their children's lives, but it's not always been the best in the decision process when you separate them from their nucleus and you to make them something else other than what they were really meant to be. And I believe very strongly if we provide the platforms, not if, when we provide the platforms that allow us to come together in unity and in love, that's what you're going to get. You're going to produce unity. You're going to produce love. You're going to produce so much more than what you even knew because it's inside, ready to come out. And when they feel comfortable, they can be free to show who they really are. So
totally. You
go ahead.
Okay. You hit the nail right on the spot, Crystal.
Yeah. So in the city of Gardena, LaWanda is a commissioner. Give them your story, LaWanda. Let them know who you are. Now that's a picture of her and her husband. And I must say, God rest his soul, beautiful brother. I met them together 2 years ago, and he recently passed at the, talk about it, LaWanda.
Okay. Yeah, he recently passed. That's been a hard ordeal, but that's another subject. But basically, like you said, Crystal, we came from the inner city schools, Henry Clay. We went our separate ways after junior high. I went to Gardena, and I believe you went to Narbonne. And we were still in both of those schools. We were considered the minorities, back in those ages. My school was predominantly Asian at Gardena, and we were the minorities. But after that, I went on to college to Los Angeles Southwest College, where I got a degree in language. I was the only Black female who received a degree in language. However, being the only person in my family to graduate from college, my parents didn't understand the importance of college back then. So I got a scholarship to go to USC in language, but they couldn't subsidize the scholarship. Well, they didn't believe in it back then. So I ended up putting myself through college. I ended up at University of Houston in Texas, where I majored in journalism. So I worked as a news reporter and a news writer for years there. I was the first paid intern at the University of Houston. Then I became a mother. So I have 2 sons, and now I am, what am I doing now, Krista? I'm trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up now. But what caused me to write the book was when I was living in Houston, I was dating a Creole guy, and I just passed the test, the brown bag test, paper bag test. I had just barely passed the test to be in their family. And I remember my mother was coming to visit one day. As you know, my mother is a lot darker than I am. And the first thing my boyfriend said was, I have to see what skin color your mother is before I can marry you. And I was like blown away. And, I broke up with him because at first it was almost like imitation of life. I was embarrassed for my mom to come there then. And then I said, no, this is not right. And it's so funny because one of his sisters dated a dark-skinned guy, but he was an attorney. And when he was around, the family treated him like royalty. And when he was gone, they were like, well, okay, it's all right for you to marry him. He's a darky, but he has money. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, we're all Black, and listening to all this. I mean, we're different shades, because what they say, you have an eighth, you're Black. But just to go through this, and I just said, I had to write something. I had to write a book about how we are so confused as a people. And in my book, if you go in, it gets deeper. Here we have all our Black girls wearing all the weaves and the blue eyes and all, not knowing that the white girl is trying to look like them. The Kim Kardashians getting big booties and big lips and all, but on them it's considered beauty, but and on us it's considered ethnic, and we get it all mixed up. And I just wanted to give something back so, it'll open people's eyes. It's awakening. Like, come on, people, look at what the real deal is. They're trying to look like you while you're trying to look like them, so.
Confusion.
Yes.
It's the outer person that everybody is really looking at. They only see the outside, and they only take time for the outside. So therefore, the outside gets all of the attention, where the inside is crying to be received as the superior one, the one that has the way to make things better for all of us. Those type of ideas and desires generally get drowned out because of society not accepting, as you said, various things, various skin shades and various ethnicities. And, as a people, we have heard all of the stories and the stigmas that have been placed. But at this time, this is 2022.
Yes.
And I've heard somebody say they don't want us to even remember slavery anymore. They don't want us to think about slavery because they think it's sad and they think it's not good for, moving forward. So I look at it like this. Let's look at love. Let's look at joy. Because in order for the words of Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King, to be effective, he was saying, don't judge us by the color of our skin, but the character. Right. That is within us. And that's for everybody. We all have issues. No matter what race we are, we all have issues.
As long as we're in this world.
The lies, like you said, that Willie Lynch, the lies that have been told and sometimes are continuously being told. I've heard that they tell people when they come to Los Angeles or they come to California, don't get with the Black people because they're this and they're that, and you can't trust them, and just go stay with your own people or go get with this, when they come into this country. So we have had so many stigmas from lies put upon our life that we have to now stand up and say, the devil is a liar.
There you go. The devil is a liar.
Rebuke. Rebuke the devil and all the lies in all of the regiments that he has put upon life. Because it seems like, as you said, this letter was written over 300, 400 years ago,
Yes.
and it seems to still reverberate in some people's lives. Now, that brother that you said it was a Creole out of New Orleans, they have their own set of issues there in New Orleans. And, we have to wonder, why does New Orleans keep getting flooded out? Why does this happen? Well, they talk about the witchcraft and all of the things that are going on that has been handed down that is not right. So all of these issues and ills, we got to learn how to not only fight that temptation to be a part of that, but just fight even listening to that. I don't want to hear that. I'm not receiving that.
Yes.
I'm not with that. I'm with this. I love all people because of who they are. I love how, we get along. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be around people who are lying to me and they're fake. You know what I'm saying? They say they're stabbing you in the back. We don't want that. We don't desire that. But we have to work with people who are willing to work with us.
Yes.
Show their love by you can tell what a person really feels about you is how they give to you and how they bring opportunities to you, how they share with you. You can feel that. There's a trust there. And I know there's a song that I wrote that says, never put your trust in man. Don't ever do it. Because that belongs to God. We're supposed to trust God. And then God himself gives you people whom you should be with that, are like-minded, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be with like-minded people, like-hearted people. And sometimes that may not be in your own family line.
That's true.
It may be some strangers that you came upon, but they have love and they're inviting to you. So we got to lay aside all these isms and schisms and all of these things that kept us separated, because we're missing out on the good things in life.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Well said, Krista. Well said.
So I would like for us I'd like to do one every quarter. Okay, we did one in March.
Yes.
I'd like to do another Love is in Need of Love in May.
And I will work on that then.
Yeah, let's do another one in May, whether it's in Gardena or whether it's in Compton or whether it's in Vegas,
I like that.
or whether it's in Oakland. Let's do it again. Let's do another Love is in Need of Love. It was taken from that Stevie Wonder song, Love is in Need of Love. And Deron, if you're listening and you have that song somewhere in the files, I would love for you to play that song for us and let us vibe off of that. And it lets us know, love is in need of love.
Love is in need of love.
So filtered out through hate. And we have to stop it and start fixing some food and say, come on over, neighbors, and let's share some food together. And put on some good dancing music and say, come on, let's dance. We should dance in the streets like they used to do in Detroit.
Yes.
Song,
dancing in the streets.
We need to start dancing in the streets. So as a commissioner, I'll say to you, ask for a block party maybe next time where they can block off the street and have everybody dancing in the streets.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Dance in the street. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Because you saw what it did when we did the picnic. It was just, everybody was just amazed at how well it was, how it flowed. It wasn't all this religious, because some people didn't want to come because they thought it was going to be all religious and all. It was just love. And it says in the word, everything else will fail, but love will always be there. It overcomes a multitude of sins.
LaRon,
So
put up our screen, baby. Put both of us on the screen, if you will. Can you put both of us on the screen? Yeah.
I can, but we're really out of time.
Oh.
Say that
Okay.
No, I'm saying is I could, but we're running out of time.
Oh, we're running out of time?
Yeah.
We're out of time. We do it all the time. We run out of time.
We never have enough time.
But that's okay. So we're going to create another one, and I'll let everybody know to get your copy of this book. Tell them how to get a copy of your book, LaWanda.
They can email me at LAWANSTAT at sbcglobal.net. Again, LAWANSTAT at sbcglobal.net. And if I'm sending it to you, it's $15. That's $11 for the book and $3 for shipping and handling. So it's $15 by mail.
We want to push that book because that's a part of what we're doing in raising funds. We're selling products. We have other books. So we ask that you all keep in touch with me, 424-393-7251. I'll get you LaWanda's information. I'll get you other information on what we're doing to create a wonderful fundraiser. Today is the day. It's called $1 Million March. And I want to thank God for us being able to entertain the millionaires that we did at Union Station, and the millionaire that we also Mr. Sam Beard. We'll talk about him and have him on our show. But the point is, we are here not only to just talk and sing, but we're here to raise funds. So if you all have anything you can sell at 424-393-7251, you can sell Crystal Davis, 424-393-7251. Doesn't matter how large or how small, we're in the need because we have to take care of those who are seeking our support. I told you our prisoners, we want to help them print their books. We want to help produce some people's music and even her audio book. We want to produce that, make that happen. So please stay tuned and be supportive. I appreciate you. I appreciate you highly. It costs to do these shows. So just for the fact we've been on here for 2 hours, send a few dollars, send $20, send $50, send $100, send $1,000. Give me 1,000 men with $1,000. Give me 1,000 men with $1,000. Give me 1,000 women with $1,000. Give me 1,000 women with $1,000. That's $1 million, right?
That's right.
So if you're listening and you have that extra 1,000 sitting over somewhere, send it to us, zell it to us, or call us, and we'll be glad to receive it and give you advertising and merchandise for that in return. All right? Peace and blessings, love, light, and honor, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
That is already won. to the bone. They're mighty through God, through the pulling down of strongholds. You need to understand the fact this is where it's at. In the army of the Lord where your needs are met. Not hanging out with the one who claims they got your back. This one is over and done, who picks up the slack. You need to understand the time for you is now. To stand up for the Lord and plainly make your vow. Don't come at me with the mind of a wannabe. I'll eat you up and make you wish that you never laid eyes on me. 63, a woman of God who's not like she used to be. I walk empowered by the Holy Ghost fire. I walk with